What about the idea of add-on labels? I know that's something that is something to consider when looking at organic. Your thoughts?
Add-on labels are very important. So let's explain what add-on labels are. So when you go to the market and you see the organic seal, you probably see on almost every product, you're going to see a lot of seals at the bottom, right?
You do.
So let's talk about add-on labels for organic. There are many of them, but there are two that are really important. And while you're listening to the two of us talk about organic, you might feel this is a doom and gloom scenario, and it's not. There's actually some really, really good things going on in the organic movement, and that there are very committed people trying to reverse things, trying to really save the organic food system. There are two add-on labels. One is called Regenerative Organic Certified, and the second one is called Real Organic Project. And so these are labels that essentially sit on top of the organic seal. So to get one of these two certifications, you have to have USDA organic as the baseline, and then there's a separate qualification to get one of those two add-on labels, Real Organic Project or Regenerative Organic Certified. So let me explain what each of these are. So essentially, both of these certifications were born out of frustration with the USDA, of the USDA not doing its job, and also a desire to raise the bar for what organic represents. USDA Organic Seal is no longer the gold standard in organic. The gold standard is Regenerative Organic Certified, and it is was started by three entities: Dr. Bronner's, the soap company, Patagonia, and Rodale Institute. Rodale Institute is in Pennsylvania, and it's a nonprofit, is where the organic food movement was started in the 1940s by J.I. Rodale. So these three organizations started the Regenerative Organic Certified label. So there are three pillars: soil health, social welfare, and animal welfare. So it's worker welfare, animal welfare, and soil health. Those are the three pillars. So they're raising the bar in those three areas. So people have to be paid a certain amount, minimum amount. They test the soil, and there are no factory animal farms. The second label was really started by a lot of small organic family farmers in New England, because they were so fed up about this hydroponics issue, because this hydroponics and organic is driving a lot of these soil-grown small organic farmers completely out of business. So they said, we just can't win anymore. They tried for years and years and years to lobby the USDA, to lobby the National Organic Standards Board, which is the 15-member board that makes recommendations to the USDA about organic ingredients, processes, things like that. So they said, we have to do something because we are losing, our peers are losing their livelihoods. They started something called the Real Organic Project, and that is an add-on label. They have certified about over 1,000 farms throughout the U.S., and that means no hydroponics, no factory farms, no factory organic dairy farms or egg farms. And the third thing is no split farms. So you can't have half your farm be conventional, half your farm be organic. So essentially, if you can go now, the Real Organic Project, I know this might be getting a little in the weeds for people, but these are really important labels, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of these labels on the supermarket. Real Organic Project has only been certifying farms up until this point. So you could find a handful of tomatoes, you can find some other, one ingredient products, fruits and vegetables and meats, things like that. ROC, Regenerative Organic Certified, Dr. Bronner's has a coconut oil that's ROC certified. Nature's Path has an oatmeal that's ROC certified. There's a company called Simply. They're doing ROC quinoa. So you're seeing Lotus Foods has an ROC rice. You're seeing more and more, and I'm not naming all of them. There's plenty of them. You can go on the ROC website. I'm sure we can put links to it after. But this is, if you can find, and Real Organic Project is very difficult to find right now, but they just signed a partnership with this German company called Naturland, which certifies, I think, 140,000 farmers around the world. So Real Organic Project is coming to consumers. It probably will really start to hit later this year and in 2024. So if you can find an organic product that's ROC certified or ROP certified, that's what you want to look for. Now let's talk about some of the other add-on labels. Non-GMO project verified. That's another add-on label where they actually go out and test high-risk ingredients like corn, canola. I think they are testing now potatoes, because GMO potatoes that don't bruise, those are really out there. So they're testing the high-risk products. There's a certification that I'm involved with called the Glyphosate residue-free certification. So if you're concerned with glyphosate, which everyone should be, even if you're buying organic food, an increasing number of organic brands are getting this glyphosate residue-free certification, because glyphosate has even contaminated the organic food supply. It's not, even though it's prohibited from being sprayed on organic food, it has contaminated our organic food supply, which is infuriating, because we're buying organic, so it doesn't have these chemicals. So that you can go on their website and you can see all the brands. And really, what I would say for consumers is, consumers should be demanding. You should be contacting every organic brand that you buy from and say, I want to know your testing results. I want to see that you've tested that it's free of glyphosate. And if they say, yeah, we've tested, it's free, say, I want you to post it on your website. It's not good enough for you to tell me. I want to see the results. There's a company out there called Zego Foods, Z-E-G-O. The founder does more testing than anyone I've ever met. She tests for over 400 chemicals in every single product that she has. And she posts her website, posts the results on her website. This, as consumers, is what we have to be demanding from organic brands is, we want you to test and we want you to post the results on your website and get glyphosate residue-free certified at a minimum. So as consumers, we need to be pressuring organic brands to do this. Otherwise, they won't do it.
Is it going to be prohibitive to the small organic brands that are just starting up, or smaller farms or anything, from a cost perspective to do all of this?
Yeah, it is going to add an extra cost to the brands, but I think it's a competitive advantage.
Yeah.
So if a brand says, hey, we've done this testing, it's going to really, set them apart from most other brands. So I see it as a very important selling point. I don't think it's going to break the bank to get, like a glyphosate residue-free certification. It is an extra cost, but I think it can be sold. I know Zego Foods, when COVID hit, her business exploded because doctors knew we have to get the cleanest, purest food, and this is why. Right. Because this, Colleen, the founder, she's testing for 400 chemicals.